First of all, I thank Mother Mary and our Lord Jesus Christ 1,000 times. I made my first covenant in November 2023. This is my second testimony. This is about my brother's wife Sinimol and their child Aiden. I'm standing here to testify on their behalf. During the 4th month of Sinimol's pregnancy, she was admitted to the hospital due to severe stomach and back pain. They live in Germany and she was hospitalized there. She was diagnosed with acute appendicitis and a large 8 cm cyst in her ovary. Doctors advised immediate emergency surgery. They had no family or relatives nearby in Germany. They contacted me to share their situation, and I felt helpless being this far from them. Sinimol was mentally distressed. My brother tends to get anxious easily. He can even faint at the sight of an injection. We were all deeply worried, and I knew our only refuge was the Mother Mary at Kreupasanam. During my covenantal life, I always received answers to my concerns through others' testimonies. I consoled Sinimol's concerned father, saying that Kreupasanam Mother is with us since their family had already made the covenant. I lit a candle through the light a candle prayer online and applied covenant holy oil on my womb, representing Sinimol's womb, and declared my faith by reciting the creed. I continued praying daily. I told Mother Mary, I'm far away and unable to help them. Only you can be there to support them. I asked her to show me a sign that she was with Sinimol. Mother Mary often answered me through testimonies, so I prayed that I might come across an online testimony on the Kreupasanam channel describing a similar issue to what Sinimol was facing. The very next day, during the daily live testimonies, the first testimony I heard was from a woman named Sindhu, who had gone through exactly the same situation as Sinimol. Sindhu was also admitted to the hospital during the 4th month of her pregnancy with severe stomach pain, possibly related to PCOD. She was diagnosed with a large ovarian cyst and ovarian torsion, where her ovary was twisted with fallopian tubes, cutting the blood supply. Doctors advised emergency surgery. The consent form had already been signed. Just before the surgery, as she was taking a shower, the soap she was using slipped from her hand. She reached to get the soap and felt a sharp shot of pain. As she returned to her normal posture, the pain vanished. The doctor advised that the surgery could be delayed if the pain did not return. She testified that the cyst in her ovary had shrunk and she was able to carry the baby to full term and deliver a healthy child. Sinimol was in a similar situation. She too had been advised to undergo emergency surgery. They too had signed the consent form for the surgery. I assured them they need not fear and shared Sindhu's testimony with them. That gave them some comfort. Within 2 days, Sinimol's pain gradually subsided. The doctors discharged her, advising to return if any pain recurred. The pain never recurred. In the 8th month of pregnancy, she suddenly experienced a rapid increase in her heartbeat. She was taken to the hospital immediately. She was diagnosed with fluid retention around the heart. When this was shared with me, I prayed as strongly as before to Mother Mary. I applied the covenant holy oil on my chest, reciting the creed. As a result, the doctors discharged her with the reassurance that the condition could be treated with medication. By the end of her pregnancy, Sinimol's parents, who had also made the Marian covenant, were with her. They used the covenant articles, holy salt, holy oil, and honey, daily by praying over her and affirming their faith by reciting the creed. Around the due date, she had gestational diabetes and was on insulin injections. Doctors recommended not delaying the C-section and also recommended an ultrasound to assess the risk. The scan showed that the previously detected large cyst was still present at the same size. They suggested removing the cyst during the C-section and warned that the ovary might also have to be removed if necessary. After the surgery, the doctors informed us that the cyst seen in the ultrasound before the surgery was completely missing during the procedure. They did not have to remove the cyst, and the ovary remained intact. The doctors called it a miracle. An ultrasound scan done after the surgery confirmed that the cyst was no longer there. I urge everyone to regularly listen to the online testimonies. We can receive great revelations through them. When we are at our lowest, these testimonies bring us the answers we seek. As part of evangelization, I distribute the Kreupasanam newsletter bundles within 2 days of receiving them. I feel uneasy if they remain with me for more than 2 days. I distribute them at auto rickshaw stands, hospitals, bus depots, and shops. Once I entered a store, even though I didn't need anything, and found a woman sitting sadly. I asked what was wrong, and she wouldn't share. I offered her the newsletter, which she initially refused. I explained that this newsletter is from a shrine in Alappuzha, that numerous miracles occur there, and that she would find a remedy if she visited the shrine. I usually explain this to everyone before giving the newsletter. She then shared that she had been cheated by a friend to whom she had lent 600,000 rupees to go abroad. The friend was refusing to repay her despite follow-ups. I assured her that if she visited the Kreupasanam shrine and made a covenant, she would find a resolution. She then took the newsletter she had previously refused and promised she would visit the shrine to make a covenant soon. I helped the needy by giving them food. I used to be short-tempered, but the covenant helped me to overcome that. I was once lazy and hesitant to read the Bible and pray the rosary regularly, but I have changed. Thank you, Mother Mary and Jesus, for all the great blessings showered upon us.